Coming up next, we have business and immigration law updates. As the world turns, there are often drastic changes within business transactions, rules, regulations, and legal matters. To keep us abreast with these movements, Mr. Ramesh Khurana from the Khurana Law Firm will take the lead. The Khurana Law Firm is located in Rockville, Maryland. Along with Attorney Khurana in dialogue is Dr. Rajesh Mehra. Together, these two professionals will focus on visa numbers, worldwide quota, priority dates, and the visa bulletin. Let's join them.
But
Interesting.
yeah. So there is a long queue for all these IT people and other professionals who are coming from India and China. But the good thing is that our administration is concerned about the long queue, and
They're speeding up the process?
in fact, they are thinking about removing the ceiling or readjusting the ceiling. Let's see how things work out.
I see.
But these are in the offing.
Yeah. And has something happened in the last few months, this is sort of corollary to that, that has sped up this thing? Because I noticed that in the last 3 months, there's been an uprise of people trying to get green cards.
Well, Dr. Mehra, nobody else knows better than you do, because you do medical reports for the people who have become due for filing last stage of the green card, which we call here adjustment of status.
Okay.
And you are 100% right. It has happened. So the crowd which you see at your clinic, that speaks about this process being moving forward. The reason is, as far as I understand, there were 12,000 numbers which were unutilized for EB1 category. Like at the very outset I said, those numbers can be transferred to EB2 or EB3 category. So State Department took a decision to transfer those 12,000 numbers to Indian nationals.
That's why all of a sudden we see all this influx of IT things.
Yes, so that's why, just about a year back, the priority date was March of 2006. And in a period of 1 year, it has jumped by 4 years. And as of today, the priority date is January 2010. So all those applications which were filed up to December 31st, 2010, now they can file for adjustment of status. That's why
people in your office is busy, right?
Yes.
Because you must
your
be.
office is busy, my office is busy.
That's right.
Too.
It has to be. Now, what is this priority date that you speak of? I'm not clear on, and I don't know if our audience really understands, because we often hear about it, and it takes many years. But can this be current, or does it change, or what exactly does it mean?
Dr. Mehra, what happens is, as we said, that demand for green cards is more than the numbers available, because we said that 140,000 numbers are available every fiscal year.
Right.
So since the demand is more than that, so there is a kind of rationing of green card numbers. I'm using this term.
Right.
So the priority date could be best defined as the date when a person registers himself or herself by filing an application with the Immigration Department or USCIS. So the moment you file an application or petition for some immigration benefit, so if it is properly signed and the necessary fee has been paid to the USCIS, they would issue a receipt notice. And this receipt notice would have a priority date.
Got it.
So priority date, like I said, this is the date when you register yourself for some particular immigration benefit. And that's the deciding date in the queue.
How long it'll take to go through the system.
Exactly. So first come, first serve.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how life is, right?
Yes, exactly.
Early bird gets the worm. You have to get up at 5 o'clock, start your day, and then the rest of the day you can do things.
Yeah. So that's why in this context, Dr. Mehra, I use that priority date is very important.
Excellent. Well, all these things you're saying makes me think this is much more complex than meets the common man's eye, There's a lot of detailed.
Yes, Dr. Mehra, this is a complex system, especially when people have to wait too long for their turn to come up, and people's circumstances change in the meantime. So many things have happened. And unfortunately for Indian nationals and Chinese nationals,
It's a long wait.
it has been a long wait. You know, when we go down to the next stage, which we call EB3 category, like people who had just obtained bachelor's degree and no 5 years experience, based on that kind of experience and qualification, which petitions were filed, the priority date is 2002.
Wow,
You know,
that is amazing.
So
yeah.
people have been waiting for the last
8 years, 9 years, yeah.
So that's a very unfortunate part, and I think administration has got to do something, because when we look at Canada, Australia, and Europe, now they are providing very competitive opportunities
Really?
to Indian nationals and Chinese nationals.
So that you bring up a very interesting point. Statistically, then, obviously, because of what you just said, is there a large influx of multinationals going to those countries, Australia, Canada, and
You know, I won't say many multinationals, but the trend which I have seen in my immigration practice in the United States is when people lose their patience because they have been waiting too
so long, right?
or they just fail to comply with the immigration laws, because all these people who filed for employment-based immigration benefit applications, now they have to be in a valid status.
I see.
Now, if they somehow lose their valid status, now they have to go back. Otherwise, they will start incurring unlawful presence.
Right.
Then they decide to go to Canada, just next door. They don't want to go back.
They don't want to go back home. Yeah.
This is the trend which I have been seeing.
Sure, sure. Well, I know that we have limited time, but I want to sneak in one more question. Is what is the visa bulletin, and who issues it, and how does it get known?
Dr. Mehra, visa bulletin is issued by the State Department, which is located right here in Washington, D.C. And this bulletin is issued by the 10th of the month. So let us say that by 10th of February 2012, if visa bulletin is issued, so it would have priority dates for the coming month.
Got it.
So starting from March 1. So that means from March 1 they could start filing their applications.
Got it. Well, that's been so helpful, and I have so many other questions, but I guess our studio people are telling us that our time's run out. So we better comply and listen to them, right?
I like your question, Dr. Mehra.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm learning from you, because you're the guru about all of this, and I'm just trying to make sure that our audience is going to be knowledgeable. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mehra, for giving me an opportunity to come to your studios.
Yeah, join us again next time when we'll have Attorney Khurana educate us and enlighten us on more topics about business and immigration law.